What's up, everybody? Ryan, ATX Metal Podcast, here with a special edition. This is the Showcase. Man, I didn't even think about a cool name. Damn it. The Showcase Showdown. Fuck it. Never mind. Anyway, we got Batlips. They're here. A long time ago, we actually sat down at Indie Brewing, if I'm not mistaken. Paris, didn't we do like a lost episode or something? We tried with James from Texas Metal Collective.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I just
remembered that. Anyway, they are on the ATX Metal Podcast Showcase. They will be hitting the stage with other great locals. I brought them on because I think they have a really great sound. You don't see that many three pieces, so I thought that was also kind of cool. But anyway, I'll let them take it over. Go around the room, introduce yourselves, and then we'll just kind of go from there.
Hi, Paris.
Hi, I'm Lucas. I play drums.
Dominic, I play bass.
Oh, we're telling them what we do, too. I play guitar. I play guitar and sing. My bad.
Paris sings and plays guitar. So.
Yeah, thanks.
It's okay. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for coming out on the evening. And honestly, kind of short notice, we just announced this past Monday for the showcase, letting everybody know who's on it. I keep it kind of hush hush. I tell a few people, just the people that I think need to know. Obviously the people at the venue, shout out Come and Take It Live and Come and Take It Productions, sponsoring this as well. They've been with us for as long as we've existed. So, just trying to tap into that local goodness and throw a show to kind of highlight what the different flavors that are around Central Texas and even regionally. We've got some people coming in, so it's going to be great. For those that don't know anything about Batlips, literally zero, Paris, give us like the brief intro and the sales pitch.
Boy, let's see. It started technically in 2018. There's been a lot of like sound changes, I think, in that time. We're currently in this like thrashy industrial phase. Yeah, we got Lucas playing the drums. He rips. Dominic playing the bass. He rips. Flies around. Shoot, a hell of a salesman. So that's going to be a big thing. We don't talk very much on stage. We usually fill this space with other sounds. We're kind of a soundscapey weirdo art band, I guess.
Okay. So there's none of that witty banter in between. Just fill it with ambient noise and other stuff.
I've tried. I'm just like really not good at talking to people.
Paris saves all his witty banter for their car rides.
Yeah. It's basically driving there.
I got you. So it's not that you have stage fright or you're just like, I'm just going to play music. We'll talk later.
I save the good stuff for my friends, It's
so how is he on tour? Is he a chatty Cathy? I mean, is it like you're just driving and you're like, I really wish Paris would just stop?
I don't think I've ever felt like that. It's pretty entertaining. I feel like he can get a little delirious, like around like the 4-hour mark. No, but he's got a lot to say.
Sorry, I took that a totally different way. Like he's got a lot to say. Like, so
no,
what's no, go ahead.
He's a big movie or film buff. I don't know if that's the right word to call him, but he's got a lot of obscure tastes, and it's interesting to hear him, talk about that stuff. He's funny. He does some pretty good impressions.
Kind of like a late night subway guy vibe that I try to push out, like you're waiting for the L train and sit down next to you to start going.
Late night subway guy. Okay. The first thing that came into my head was I was actually not like in the food restaurant, the Subway, like I was late night standing in line, but then you said L train. And then I was like, wait, that's the wrong Subway, Ryan. But now I've got an idea. Now I've got the vision of a dude that just went to Subway that sits down next to you at the Subway.
Those are good ones too. Yeah.
There's so many layers here. There's so many layers.
That's Dom's vibe.
Those guys are actually cousins.
Oh man, good stuff. I'm really happy that we're already here. So Paris, since you're such a film buff, a movie buff, does any of that kind of overflow into the music?
Yeah, a lot of it. And we used to have like a lot of samples between stuff, and they would be just full of like weird samples from obscure movies and all kinds of goofy stuff. Yeah, it was a big part of the band. It's kind of like tapered back a little bit, but for a while, I think like Batlips 4, if anyone has ever, our first group of EPs were all numbers. And the fourth one was essentially just movie references that I was trying to kind of tell some larger little story with it. But yeah, it was full of movie references. The song titles were all basically references to something. And then, yeah, like our set was like infused with like, as we would like go through these thematic changes of the set, it would all be kind of connected to a movie. Like it was something more hardcore and digital sounding. It was kind of like a movie called Hardware. Got a lot of samples in that. We had a surf rock phase or surf metal phase, and that got some like Surf Nazis Must Die was a movie that got sampled a bunch for that era. But yeah, that was kind of how we did things for about 2-3 years.
So that's early Batlips.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. At
So
least
what's
like,
the? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Sorry, you go ahead.
I was just going to say what. So what's the motivation to kind of just transition out of that into the new sound, the new vibe?
I think I just ran with it for a while and like kind of reached the peak of it. Like how many like obscure references I can throw at people to the point that nobody recognizes them anymore, and it's just like something for me to like, you know,
secret.
Yeah, just like for what. And then yeah, I think, and it was kind of like around when Dom joined, like we were doing samples and stuff then, and then like after I think a year, it was sort of like, well, maybe what if we tried something different? Maybe we did something else other than like hit a sample, a bunch of like obscure references and make something that was like a different, more like the whole set was a thematic thing rather than like movement between different pieces.
So while you were, so I could be wrong, but so while you're creating the music, you're also envisioning like how the live set will be, or that was just how the live set ended up commingling with the music?
Right. So, I mean, for a while, I think each of those first 4 EPs they were all kind of different. And then by the time Lucas joined and we were writing the 4th one, it was like, well, this is like the majority of our music, like is this across this kind of spectrum of like weird, heavy and fast things. And then how do we tie this together? And I think that kind of informed the 4th EP anyway. Then it was like, all right, this whole thing is this like genre mishmash, kind of crazy, like cinematics thing, like a Quentin Tarantino kind of vibe, where it was just like a lot of different styles together. And now we're kind of in a phase where it feels more like we're writing like a single movie that's not necessarily a reference to something else.
I got you.
That makes sense.
I got you. No, I was, while I was listening to you talk, I was like, I really hope he understood what I was trying to say.
Yes.
Because you know, you got like the scrolling marquee in your head. You're like, say this, and then it comes out, and you're like, that was not good. That was not good. But that was great. Thanks. I really, like I said earlier, you guys have I personally think you guys are kind of one of the highlights of the night. And okay, guys,
Jeez.
for the rest of you other bands, don't take this personally. Okay. Just Batlips, I think, has just this kind of eclecticness to this, to the sound that you guys are going to bring to the showcase. I mean, because you guys are taking so many elements and then trying some really cool stuff. Not that the rest of you guys aren't. So you'll get your turn. You'll get to tell us about all the cool experimental shit you're working with. But I really did dig the live set that the last time I saw you guys play at Indie Brewing. Where do you guys frequent? Where do you guys call like home?
Like venue wise, or like where we
Well,
play, or
I don't
where
know.
we
We
attend?
played.
Where do you like? Where do you play them? Where do you find yourself going to the most?
I think this past year we did a lot of Mohawk and a lot of Hotel Vegas.
Oh man, Hotel Vegas.
Yeah.
I have not been there in a while.
Yeah,
man, I'm just now regretting it.
And I don't know, we played Chess Club a bunch as well. Although that's not our chosen home. And no offense to Chess Club, but it's just so chaotic there. But I think Chess Club, Hotel Vegas, and Mohawk were definitely our most frequented venues.
Where is Chess Club located again?
It's like
Red
right on
River
the-
and
and
7th.
7.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, next to like Swan Dive, Barbarella.
Swan Dive. There you go. Thank you. I was just trying to put it together.
Yeah, it's not
whenever you
necessarily
guys,
so much Chess Club. It's just like everything outside on Red River and 7th. Whenever you're like,
Oh,
freaking her
yeah,
out.
it's
just so
True.
It's so wild.
What show was it? Dom, you almost like threw down on some dude who was like, we don't even need to go in this story. It was terrible. I saw some bad things happening in a car and
redacted.
Yeah.
Witness protection. Dom's in witness protection.
Yeah. Just some guy's gonna bust through the door and be like, give me the hard drive. Give me the hard drive.
No, not this guy.
So I just wanted quick, trying to make sure we don't skip anything. As far as like the unit that is Batlips today, I guess obviously Paris, founding member. How did you come about getting Dom and Lucas on board? Please tell me a Craigslist ad.
Oh, yeah, actually.
I
Good
get way too
old
excited about
Craigslist.
those.
Yeah. The band started 2018 with me, an original drummer, and we were, kind of put some kind of original sound together, which is kind of like a full circle thing in some way, because it's like we were kind of messing around with industrial stuff back then. It was just the two of us, like guitar and drums, and then I was like doing synth stuff. Well, my one hand was free. And then we had our bass player Dan joined, and we played that for about 2 years. Pandemic happened, lineup changed. I think when I started going back to work, I was posting on Craigslist, and Lucas responded, and that's when he joined, and we kind of hit it off pretty quickly. I think we did we do a year of shows before we put out our first release together? Kind of something like that.
Yeah,
We
just
wrote
about.
it during that year, but we put it out like the following year.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. We had like a record in the can during the pandemic, and that came out like right as we started playing shows together. And then fast forward, I guess like a year, 2 years, we had Batlips 4 came out. That was the first one Lucas played on, and then we did a bunch of singles, which was kind of like an experiment to like, let's see more about like what writing is going to be like. So we just did like essentially 3 different songs that were all sort of different kind of approaches to our band. And then we did a Whiplash cover, and then Dom joined. And then we wrote Powder, which was like kind of the beginning of what we're doing now. And then now we're at the full length that we just recorded. Or just started recording like a week ago, and that'll come out next year.
Well, so you guys are that leads me to next is like what's on the horizon. You fucking walked right into it.
Yes, this past year, starting with that live session, that's like the first track on the record, and then we pretty much wrote a full length from there. That kind of is being sort of the starting point. It's kind of connected to Powder thematically in its sound and style, but it goes further into the industrial stuff and kind of explores a lot more different things.
Well, so far, 2 thumbs up over here. I was playing it for this kid in the truck today. He's my trainee, and we got done with work and we were heading back to the office, and I was like, all right, time to do some homework. He was like, you're 42. What homework are you doing? I was like, I've got an interview tonight. And so I started playing the music, and I started off with Children of the Industry, and he was like, who is this? I'm like, Batlips. Like, I've never heard of him. I was like, now you have. And then he's not really into metal, so we've had an awkward kind of 3 weeks of just riding in the truck together. And I just put on like 93.7 KLBJ, kind of like rock of just, it's harmless. So, no worries about anything there. But then I said, well, check this out. And then I played Whiplash, which I think was very well done personally. It's cool to see that done by a local, just to kind of call back. And then I went to Mantis, the last one. And
nice.
He's like, same band? And I said, same band. He's like, what happened? I was like, nothing. That's it. This is what you get with this band. It's interesting. It's all over the place. But, so for when can we expect, is it going to be called 5?
I think it'll have a proper name. I'm not there yet, but we'll have a name for it. We're write all the songs and record it and stuff, and then think of the name, I guess. Maybe when we get a cover, we'll land on the name, but it should be something. It'll be like a real album, so it's like it'll get a name.
They're all real. Be able to touch it, but I can hear it though. It's one of the senses. So Dom, you really kind of stood out in the Black Oil sessions, just because like I think Lucas said you'd like to jump around, but is that the level of energy that we can expect on I mean, honestly, you put out 100% for every show, but are we going to see some more jumping around?
I mean, I hope that.
Excuse me.
I hope that I can help continue to bring the intensity that I feel like what Batlips is. It's kind of like what we're saying. It's like with me, like kind of joining like a little bit late. It was like, and it's been like so like great to like play with Lucas and like Paris and like see this like sound evolve and like see where it's going and honestly like feel the intensity of it, like of it building too. So it's just like honestly there's just like every time a show kicks in, it's just like, man, this is so good. Like to me it's just like, man, this is like so powerful, or or like learning these parts like new, and like at one point like barely knowing them, and then like getting more and more familiar, and just like being like more involved into the music is just so, yeah. So I might just explode one day, like honestly, like
Just
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Dom loses his mind in a different way every time.
If like Lucas keeps fucking busting those crazy ass fills and Paris keeps writing those riffs, like I'm just gonna explode. Like I don't know.
I will say, Lucas, man, there's I can't remember which track it is, but I just remember thinking, I was like, man, that dude is in the fucking zone right now. What's your favorite song to play, Lucas?
Honestly, okay, so I'm gonna answer. I can answer that two ways.
Sure.
My favorite song to play right now is probably Mouth of Webs. It's a new one that we wrote. It's not released yet. It's going to be on the full length, but we are playing it in our set, and it's just like,
Oh, nice.
I remember Paris one day was like, "Hey, what's like the fastest you can play?" And I was like, "I don't know. Just something under 200 BPM." And so he sends me a demo of this insane song that's at 200 BPM with these blast beats, and I was like, "Fuck you." But it's that one. It's just like, it's kind of a blur, but it feels really good. There's a break in the middle that just is super groovy and melodic, and it ends like really heavy with the same kind of melodic, almost like black metal vibe. But that's my favorite. That's my favorite one, I would say, right now. And then like my favorite one that we've been playing, or that's off of the older stuff, I really like Hex Drive. That's on the last EP, the Powder EP that we did. It has some cool drum heavy parts. Those two are probably my top right now.
What about you? Favorite one to play currently?
Dang, that's really tough. I really, really like, man.
You can also pick Hex Drive. Like,
no, I was gonna.
You don't have to like fuck you, he took that one. Damn it.
Mouth of Webs is really interesting because it literally is. It has like every single, like there's so many different genres just in that one track that's really cool, and it just like really like blows right by you really quickly. Mouth of Webs is really, really interesting. I think the reaction like that we get when we play that song, like when it hits in the set, it hits really heavy, and I think it's like it's just such a like a slimy breakdown that it's like everyone is just like, it just hits like so tough, and like even though it's just like it's very simple, but it's just really, really, really heavy. And I think like once that hits, it's like a sound that like people don't really like hear a lot of, and it's just like you can see it on their face. And man, there's just so many good ones. I really like playing the world. Yeah, I'm really actually just liking like playing like all the new stuff. It's like it's a lot to me. It's like a lot more challenging. So it's really cool to like keep hitting those steps and like playing these like super crazy riffs. But I mean, I also, sorry, Children's really good too though. Children Industry is like, that's a great one.
Classic.
All right, I'll stop. What else?
It's okay.
Corvidae.
He's just gonna go down the list. He's just gonna go down the list.
I'll do this.
Well, I think that's great. The fact that you have a hard time picking songs, just, obviously kind of shotgun question, but the fact that you're like all of them. I mean, it really, I mean, and again, I the whole discography, you guys are one of the bands that you can actually start, play all of everything that's out there and not get bored. That's me personally. I think it's a good mix. And like the kid in the truck, he was like, same band. So I really think that's cool that you guys have that effect on people that have never heard you. And then people that like myself that have heard your music before, I still come back for more. So I'm really excited that you guys are writing even more cool and crazy stuff, and that we get to actually see some of it, even though it's not released. Correct me if I'm wrong. You said you guys actually will play that or do play that now?
Yeah, we'll play a couple of them. I think we're
Awesome.
playing maybe more than half the set at this point is new record stuff.
Oh, man, I'm definitely going to be there for sure. But so let's get to the business end of this meeting here. December 6th, ATX Metal Podcast Showcase. We've got 7 bands that I think deserve a little bit more light shown in, a little more attention thrown their way. So, having you guys join, it's honestly, it's an honor. I've been doing this 10 years, and the fact that, we haven't really connected in all the time that we've been, in the periphery of each other, I think it's great because we just continue to get more attention your guys' way, and get a couple more fans and followers that'll support you and come out to all the shows. And Paris, when you guys are writing riffs, I mean, I know that, or not writing riffs, once the riffs are written, then it's time to build a show. I was actually reading this article about the art of the set list. Does that ever go into the planning phase? Two things: of what you're going to play that night and actually where you're going to play it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the set list construction is like, it's usually a practice or two, and then we make some changes and stuff, especially because of the way that we do sets. Like, we usually will have one that we'll play for like a bit, and then because of the nature of our band, we get bored and then want to do something different. So yeah, we build a set list and we really think about the way the songs move together and they flow. And especially like if you see Dom perform live, closing with Children in the Industry is really rad, because it's sick. It's like watching a pterodactyl play bass. But yeah, I don't know. We're trying, like right now we're starting in one place. It's going to be a different set probably. Come and take it. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do for that, but because it's like a really dope sound system, we're probably going to hit the subs as hard as possible with samples and like the synthy stuff. So we're going to try and get big and weird. I mean, yeah, I think a lot of what has happened is that once we started like thinking about hitting different venues, like especially with bigger sound systems, it was like, yo, like let's do a breakbeats and blast them through these huge systems. It's super cool to do that stuff. It's like something I've like always fantasized about being able to do, having gigantic voices coming out of huge stereos. Like they sound cool. It's like playing on a spaceship. So it should feel like that. It should be this big, weird, trippy, crazy experience. So yes, the construction of the set list has a lot to do with the venue. The order has to do with like what we think will hit people in different ways. We're doing this kind of industrial thing now. So we're starting in this kind of very synthy, Nine Inch Nails-y kind of place. And then we're ending in this kind of weird industrial death metal kind of vibe, which is just like kind of weird in what we're doing right now. And it's kind of fun. But we want to like make people be like, oh, this is sort of like this new wave industrial kind of thing. But like, this is like essentially like a punk hardcore band kind of doing it. So yeah.
Well, brother, all you guys, I'm super excited. I can't wait. I wanted to announce a little bit earlier, but we had to get the flyer just right and get a couple other things behind the scenes kind of situated. But everybody's locked in. We've got our headliner, Darkness Divided. They are on the comeback. They were one of those bands that I was introduced to like 2017. They're from San Antonio, and I was just one of those local fans. Whenever they said they had a show, I'd show up. And now they're on the comeback, and I'm happy to have them headline this, and have guys like you on. So with all of that said, I don't want to take up any more time tonight. I know everybody's time is valuable, but I think we did a bang up job of clearing the schedule, getting the agenda out, and making sure that everybody understands. Oh, and right now I got to figure out when I'm going to launch this. But by the time this comes out, you guys can use the discount code Batlips for a discount, or ATX Metal Podcast. Really doesn't matter. The money goes to the same place, to the bands. And that's what it's all about here, just supporting local music, getting weird with it, however that, sounds to you. But any final words, any final shout outs, some thank yous, some I love yous, some I hate yous? Actually, no, let's not do those. There's enough hate in this world going on. Let's get some.
I mean, I appreciate everybody who's been coming out to see us over the past couple of years on supporting what we're doing. We've changed a lot, and seeing the same people show up has been super rad.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Shout out to all the bands that we've been playing with, and everyone's been like, so kind and so grateful. So it's really cool to just keep making connections, and shout out to the venues and the promoters too.
Yeah. The scene is like,
Paris,
the scene has so many cool bands right now. I feel like the Austin hardcore and metal scene is like, there's just an endless amount of bands. So thanks to all of them for being super inspiring and letting us play with them sometimes, because they're sick. Thank you for having us on this bill specifically. This is gonna be really rad. A lot of new artists that I haven't gotten this chance to see yet. So that's gonna be really fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I am glad to have this chance to put you guys together, because I mean, somebody said it today. I was talking in a message, if everybody at the local level succeeds, then we all succeed. So, getting out there supporting, even though you don't have a show that night, go support, your homie in the band. pay the $10 cover charge. What are some of the cover charges these days? Because I don't get out as much as I used to. And are there still any $10 shows?
Lostwell.
Yeah, we just played one.
We just played there.
Lostwell was
yeah.
$10.
Lostwell was
yeah.
$10.
Lostwell.
Perfect.
Lostwell.
There you go. Shout out Lostwell. $10 shows. Man, well, again, thank you guys very much. I'm super excited. I'll give you guys a heads up when all of this is ready to go, and we'll get it out there. And everybody's news feeds is going to be covered wall to wall, because I'm going to set up my AI agent to just disturb the fuck out of everybody with this one. I only get to throw one show a year, so give me your money so I can give it to these guys so they can do really cool shit. We got a pterodactyl playing. So, yeah. I mean, you've got to show up, right?
Petrie.
Petrie, yeah.
Dude, shout out Land Before Time.
Yeah. Littlefoot, Sarah, the whole crew.
If you have no clue what we're talking about, just look up Land Before Time movie and you're welcome.
Bring some Charlies to the next show.
Guys. Oh man, that's perfect. We're just gonna end it there. Just stick around for a few moments and let everything finish up. But again, my name's Ryan. This is Batlips. December 6th. Come and take it live. Get your tickets now, or just come and see us and pay even more money, because then I get to give them even more money. So, with that being said, thank you guys very much, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Yes.